Hey guys, Brother Million here, and we are back with another Melty Blood video. This time, but something very important that I've seen a lot of people from other games, people getting into fighting games, all kinds of players are going to this right now, and I've gotten a lot of questions on my Twitter or on my Discord, so much so that I thought it would be a nice idea to make this video and just answer this question. How do you prepare for Melty Blood type Lumina? So yeah, Melty Blood type Lumina is but a week away from us, and at this point, I want to say there's a couple things that, in my opinion, if you want to start getting into Melty Blood, do your research with actors again, the previous versions of the game, just to understand a little of what you could carry on to Lumina, I think I've come up with some key points that are gonna help you get a head start. So these are gonna be some do's and don'ts if you're doing research right now and you want to prepare for Melty Blood type Lumina. So the first thing I would say, do not do, this is a big don't, is don't worry too much about character pick. Do not worry too much about learning combos. That might sound a little bit weird, but hear me out. So for this example, I have chosen Arqor. This is the standard Arqor. All her normals are coming to Lumina in some way, shape, or form. She's still gonna have her 2-2 DP, so she's still gonna be a beast on defense and whatnot. But at the same time, this is one of the most reworked characters in Melty Blood type Lumina from what we've seen so far and from what we've gotten from the developers. So one thing that makes Arqor unique, first of all, as you see, she can dash under you. We are yet to see this in Lumina. So this is one of the things that is unique to Arqor in this game and in the previous games, but doesn't seem to be making a return. Another thing is how you're gonna see her 5C. Just sends them straight off flying. This has proven to be not the case in Lumina. The characters are just gonna get hit, usually. Same thing for her 5B. So her 5B, if you see, knocks down. Does a soft knockdown. You can see. There's another button that doesn't do this in Lumina. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of the combo theory for characters is gonna change. Do not worry too much about that. So I bring this up because I've seen a couple of my friends and a couple of people that have asked, trying to struggle with some more technical characters, trying to learn actual combos and some combo theory and whatnot. I would say do not worry about that for now, but here's something that I say you want to worry about, and it's something you wanna know how to do, and it's learn how to do BC throw. What is BC throw? Let me show you. So that means we're gonna do buttons into our launcher, and in the air we're gonna do JB, JC, jump, JB, JC, air throw, and in our combo. This is something that almost every character in this game can do. As you can see, almost every character can do this. Usually the ways they launch differ, and that's briefly where the differentiations are. This is some sort of a basic B&B. If you come from Dragon Ball, that's pretty much the same thing, like how the characters used to have a similar combo structure for the most part. Of course, there's gonna be some details and some optimizations. Of course, there are here as well. But for now, I'll say worry more about managing your hit confirms into a launcher and then do BC throw. The more you can hit confirms into meaningful damage, the better you will be early on. Also, a bit of a post-production edit. BC throw is really important because it will let you swap between characters early on. So maybe you don't like a character and you want to try someone else, you already have some fundamentals in. So again, it's gonna help you get a head start in that regard. So here's just a proof of concept of something you should not even worry about for now. I fucking did, let's go! They won't know it's 10 minutes you're trying to land that. Oh wait. So second in our do not do list is do not worry about the old defensive mechanics. So here's an example. This one is pretty obvious. So I use a mechanic called bunker. It's sort of an alpha counter. And this mechanic doesn't seem to be coming back in Lumina. So that's what I'm saying. Do not worry about this. We do have a guard cancel in type Lumina with his guard cancel heat. It's gonna work completely different from what we've seen in this game. So what I'm saying is, if you're looking for ways to body bunker, don't worry about that for now. Focus more on your raw defense or trying to understand how defense works at a more general level instead of just trying to dig down how do defensive mechanics work here, because stuff even like shield works different in type Lumina that in the previous games. So I can't even recommend you to be like, oh, you know, study shield, look how the shield counter works and whatnot, because it's gonna be completely different. So yes, that's what I'm saying. Don't worry about the defensive mechanics for now. The only one you should pretty much worry about is gonna be heat, and heat is way faster, man. So again, it might be blown up by different things altogether. The current heat is bodied by an option select called anti-heat OS. I'm showing on screen, and I won't pretty show that, but you know, it's probably too technical for this video. But it might not even work for the previous game. That's what I'm saying. Don't worry about how these interactions. So next in our duel list, and this is something that only applies if you are gonna play one of the characters here on the character select screen. One of the legacy characters is find the version that looks closer to type Lumina. So for this one, you may want to ask someone who has more knowledge. I'm gonna do the cheat sheet for you right here, right now. Tonoshiki, Crescent Moon. If you want to study the special moves, they work really differently from type Lumina. They are pretty ganky, but C Tono is gonna be your best bet. We're gonna move on. Ciel, Crescent Moon, Ciel works. She does have a couple special moves from Half Moon. Ciel is gonna be the full package though. Worry about that one for the most. Arqor, believe it or not, controversial take. Half Moon. Why do I say Half Moon? Half Moon does not have the 5C flying around the screen. The 5B knocking people down is a bit more streamlined, but it still has the legacy Arqor normals except JB. So I'm gonna say study H, you know, a little bit, you know, play around with that, or moving around with that. Look up her JB. Her JB is really good on Crescent Moon, and that's the button that is in type Lumina. Akiha, this is a trick question. It is not Dress Akiha. It is not the Akiha. It's a combination of Full Moon, Crescent Moon, and Half Moon Seifuku. This one is one of the weirdest ones. The most that she borrows from is Full Moon. I recommend definitely looking up Full Moon. But she does have normals and some moves from Crescent Moon, as well as the 2A from Half Moon. So it's a mix of a bitch potch, but I think if you just want to settle on one character, Full Moon Seifuku is gonna be your pick for it. Kohaku Hisui are pretty simple. Hisui gonna be Crescent Moon Hisui, classic character, nothing too crazy, same special moves, same normals, good stuff. I think she's probably one of the closest one-to-one transitions, bar how her mix-up game works, but again, don't worry about those for now. Don't worry about those for now. Worry about normals, her movement, her tool. Okay. Kohaku is a bit of a mixed bag. I would say her Crescent Moon is definitely the one that you want to look out for, because she does have the plants in this moon and the normals and the specials. Even her basic combos are really weird compared to Lumina. She doesn't have a generic BC throw string. That would be more of a Half Moon Kohaku, but Half Moon Kohaku does not have the plants. So if you want to play around with the plants, see how they work, that's not gonna cut it out. So I'm gonna say between Crescent and Full Moon actually. Full Moon does have the launcher, have the BC throw, but Crescent is gonna have the normals, is gonna have the plants and whatnot. What really changed is her routings could be completely different. He has some new tools to play around with, so yeah, be mindful of this one. Koma, Half Moon 100%. Play this character. He's a good I think he is gonna be a good translation to Lumina Koma. Definitely Lumina Koma seems to have a lot of tools for combos, so this character might look a bit dry to you because he kind of is, but I'm gonna say gonna play really similar on the basic level. Can't jump, cancel his normals or anything like that. It's just goes in, forces his way in, mixes up, kills you. Roa, as a lot of people have said, Half Moon Roa is gonna be your pick. You do have a couple moves for Crescent Moon. That's gonna be the 236A and the 236C. Don't worry about those too much. I wanna say if you play Half Moon Roa, you're gonna be pretty much covered on understanding how Series 214 series works, which is gonna be really clean in type Lumina because it also seems to be aero blockable. That's gonna be a big one. This is definitely Roa looks like one of the more neutral dominator characters. So for sure, I'm gonna say half moon Roa, probably like 90%, a little bit of crescent, but mostly focus on 8. Miyako, 100% crescent moon, 1,000,000% crescent moon. You do have a couple moves from full moon and a couple moves from half moon. I would say it seems to be mostly for combo extensions and whatnot for now. I would say if you focus on how her elbow series works, you're gonna be fine. Her normals are the same. It does lose. No, she doesn't lose the 2C because the 2B, because the 2B is from full moon and this character cheap. So don't worry about that. It doesn't have that. So I want to say at face value, these are gonna be the characters that you want to do research on if you are thinking of playing a legacy character. Again, this only applies for that. It's not 100% translation, as I'm saying. But if you're gonna get a head start, maybe you like one of the characters in the trailers, you like something about them, you want to do your research, you can come here and follow my advice. So I gave you guys a cheat sheet, I did the homework for you. You guys can go ahead and try it. So this is gonna be the first and the most important thing I want you to practice if you want to get ready for type Lumina. I'm pretty sure every other person that plays Melty Blood in over here is gonna say the same thing as me. Please practice your movement. Practice your neutral in the air. Your neutral, your movement. They're gonna be key. A lot of your interactions, if not most of them, are gonna be air food seed related. And what's gonna happen when Arqor is jumping around and he just beats you and you don't know what to do? That's what I'm saying? You need to understand how to use your normals, how to use your movement. You can see, because a lot of this is what's happening, as you can see. I try to approach, I get bodied. What happened? How can I beat that? Did I use all my jumps too early? Did I use my air dash too early? That type of decisions is what's gonna make or break you in Melty Blood. This is what this is all about. I really want you to go to your character, because every character works differently. As you've seen Arqor, he does a different air dash than other characters. As you Tono, look at his air dash. His air dash is very, very short. He's different from other characters. Understand how your character works in movement. Every character, as you know, at the very minimum gets 2 jumps and an air dash. And with Moondrive, we're gonna get even more jumps and more dashes. So this is gonna be even more enforced. So that's what I'm saying. Focus on learning your movement, on understanding your air normals, understanding the usual strengths, their weaknesses, where you want to use it at a general level. You don't need to worry about too much hitboxes because that's most likely going to change from Lumina. But a lot of bonus have a purpose. As you see in Arqor, this just covers very good when she's below you, and it's overall a very ignorant normal. This is more of a medium range one. This works when you are jumping from them, when you're very close to them. Very general stuff, but you need to be able to recognize the situations, use your normals accordingly. That is gonna be the most important thing, and that's the one thing I want you to get out of this video, please. Yeah, focus on your movement, guys. That's gonna be the big deal. So this last one I want to bring up only applies if you're new to French Bread fighting game, and this is gonna be comfortable with reverse speed. What is reverse speed, you may ask? If you're new to French Bread games or fighting games in general, it means when we go from a stronger normal into a lighter normal. So in this case, I'm going to use my sweep. As you can see, Arqor can punish me. I can't do anything about this. I'm trying to block, but I'm stuck on recovery. But if I reverse speed, if I go from my sweep to my jab, I become safe. So this is just an example. This is a big deal for the pressure in Melty Blood though. So you need to be very comfortable with this because Melty Blood is a very aggressive game, especially in the corner. See, like you can't just reverse speed and assume you're safe, because you may not be in another case. See, I'm trying to press another button, I'm not safe. This is something you kind of want to play around, just put a dummy trying to mash. You also don't want to become a master at this. A lot of the strings may change, a lot of the frame data may be different. Don't go too into depth on this, just feel comfortable with your chains and the things that you should be doing. Staying from the basics and growing up is going to go a long way. For now, again, we have like a week to prepare. Focus on the basics, be comfortable with the systems. Be comfortable with legacy systems in particular. So this last don't is pretty important, especially if you are playing actors again, just picked it up recently to do research for type Lumina. and it's do not worry about how you're doing. Do not worry about your results. You are here to practice, and you want to try this game. You want to see what it's all about. There's a lot of people who've been playing for many years, very, very strong players. Don't worry too much about getting washed. Don't be scared of it. Take it as an opportunity. Go with an open mind. Try the neutral. Play with some of the mechanics. Even some of the current ones. You can try them. You can use them in matches. Again, don't get very sentimental with them though, because they won't be around. But what I'm saying is, go with an open mind. Just have fun with the game, man. It's a great series, you know. Have fun with the game. Doesn't have to be all professional. Doesn't have to be super serious sometimes. Sometimes just going in, mashing buttons, seeing what feels good, what not, is what you're gonna need. Make sure to ask questions though. There's a big community of Melty players that are open to a new player. They are waiting for questions or waiting to help. We're here, man. So have fun. Just have fun. Do your research, do your homework, and prepare to play people in Lumina, man. You're gonna be more than ready to have that head start and get ready to cook. So I know this video is a bit different from my usual routine of videos, but I think it's something very important that we have to talk about, because I've seen a lot of people struggling to that, as well as other people from other fighting games doing research on Melty Blood, and I just wanted to guide them through what I think is the right path. As someone who's been around the community for 10 plus years and may know a thing or two about playing Melty Blood and playing other anime games and how they transition between each other, I think what I'm saying makes a bit of sense. So yeah, definitely, if you guys enjoyed and if any of these help, please make sure to leave a like, leave a comment of what character you want to try in Lumina, man. I'm waiting to play that Hisui for sure. But I have a lot of fun with her. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video, which should be a video analysis or more of the gameplay footage that we're getting, or expect a very personal, very serious video that I hope you guys enjoy. Take care.